Hi guys, welcome to Kaizen Studio. My name is Omkar and hope you guys are doing great. Today I'll be editing a few underexposed images in Adobe Lightroom Classic. I'm going to try to retrieve all the details as far as possible, as these images are shot in low light, keeping the ISO settings very high. I shot it at 1000 ISO. So guys, without further ado, let's roll the intro. Guys, last week I had decided to go to Powai and click some photos of the beautiful lake and its surrounding. As per the plan, I left home on time, but by the time I reached there, it was almost 8 p.m. at night. Mumbai is known for two things. One is the street food, and the second one is the heavy traffic over here. But still, I managed to click some photos of cats sitting on the wall eating some corn. It was really difficult to click photos at this hour of the day, but still I managed to click some photos, some using flash and some without flash. As it was dark, I also had to keep my ISO settings at 800 to 1000. I had my aperture at f1.8. I had to make sure that my hands were still, as I had to keep the shutter speed at 1/60th of a second. I got some reasonable photos, but I knew that I would be having a tough time to post process these photos considering the setting at which I had shot these photos. So guys, let's move to my desktop and check what can be done to these photos. One thing I make sure every time is that I click in raw format so that later I can retrieve the image details in such type of situations. But still I am expecting a lot of noise in these images. So let's see if I can fix these images. Here we have an image. We see the subject is not at all visible. So I'm going to increase the exposure and try to add some light. One thing I'll be doing here is that I won't be adding light only by increasing the exposure, but I'll be increasing the highlights and the shadows along with it. Increase the exposure. I'll keep it 1.5. I'll keep it 1.75. These images were shot under a yellow light. That is why I'll be increasing the temperature so that it looks natural. I'll increase the highlights up to 23. 25 looks great. Okay, I'll keep the shadows at 30. Little bit I'll reduce the highlights and I'll increase the blacks to 11. Now I'll go to details tab. I'll add little bit of sharpening over here. I'll keep it at 50. I'll increase the luminance. 20 looks great. Okay, so I'll keep it at 40. The noise in the image has reduced properly. I'll increase the sharpening a bit. Not bad. So the way I add vignette effect to the image is by dragging this point all the way to the left and then adjusting the midpoint, feather and the roundness of the effect, and then slowly reducing the overall effect until it looks great. The image is not very sharp, but it is not bad at all. One thing I'll be showing you guys that will enhance the image even more is that when you adjust the light using the curves. I'll not do anything complicated, but a very simple adjustments. I'll increase the overall brightness and then make a S curve. And here you go. The image is looking so great. Moving to our next image, I have shot this image keeping the ISO at 1000. I'll go to the basics tab. I'll increase the exposure. Okay, 1.07 looks good. I'll keep the highlights at 20. I'll keep the shadows at 39 and I'll increase the blacks. I'll keep it at 25. I'll keep the texture at 15 and the clarity at 10. I think I should increase the exposure to 1.35. Yeah, it is looking good now. And yes, I'll increase the temperature to around 3600. So I'll try to increase the saturation, the yellow color. 20, okay, 20 looks fine. And I'll also increase the saturation of green color. It is making a minute difference, but still. And I'll keep the luminance of green color at 53. I'll keep the sharpening at 50. Actually, this image is sharper than the previous image, but still adding a little bit sharpening to it. Here the noise is also lesser than the previous image. Still, I'll keep the luminance at 30. Now the vignette effect. And then I'll adjust the curves. One thing I would like to tell you guys is that it is not always necessary to create a S curve, but we should first look at the image and what type of output we need. As per that only we can adjust the curves. If the image is looking great just like that, then it is not necessary every time to use the curves. Moving on to the last image, I'll go to the basics tab. I'll keep the exposure at 1.25. I'll increase the shadows. 30 looks perfect. And I'll also increase the blacks. 18 also looks perfect over here. And increase the temperature. 3400 looks good. And now the highlights. Okay, -14 looks good. I'll increase the texture. I'll keep it at 15. Then clarity, I'll keep it at 10. Then I'll increase the saturation of the orange color. 32 looks good. And let's see what happens if I increase the saturation of green color. Actually, there are trees behind this image, but those are not seen in this image. I'll increase the luminance of the green color. Okay, 55 looks good. Now coming to the details tab, digital sharpening, I'll keep it at okay 55 looks good. And now noise reduction, I'll keep the luminance at 30, and the color noise reduction I'll also keep it at 30. So now I'll add the vignette effect. Okay, but before adding the vignette effect, I'll go to the curves tab and then I'll increase the exposure from there. And then I'll add the vignette effect. Look how great it looks. So guys, this brings me to the end of this video. I hope you like this video. If yes, then hit the like button and do not forget to share this video. My intention behind making these videos is to share my knowledge on photo and video editing by creating short and detailed videos on these topics. If you ever need any help on any topics related to photo or video editing, then you can directly DM me on Instagram. So guys, soon I'll be coming up with my next tutorial videos. Till then, goodbye and have a great life.